Bonjour, I'm Karen.
I'm Tim.
Welcome to this episode of Living a French Life.
To those of you joining us for the first time, bonjour. And for those of you who've been following along, welcome back.
We took a few weeks off, enjoyed the holidays and some family visiting. And winter isn't the best time for a house renovation project. We're sort of scrambling to get between the raindrops, but we still find some things to do.
And the end of the year is always a good time to start thinking about endings and beginnings. And I feel like we are nearing the end of the demolition phase of the project.
I'm not so sure I agree. We still have a big wall and a big floor to come out.
Yes, but that's only two.
That's true. And it's a new year, so it's a good time to sort of press pause and evaluate where you are on the timeline, what changes you might want to make to some design decisions, and of course, taking a look at the budget.
Well, since we are going to be looking at some new building parts of the project, I thought I'd take us on a visit to a Bricolage. That's
always a good idea.
Yes, it's a French home improvement store. And you are?
Oh, and I'm going to take a little walk. I'd love to forage, and this is a new surroundings for me. So we'll take a look at what I can find and perhaps put together a little wreath for the front door.
Oh, that'll be great. You also get a couple of little shots of the house and the surrounding area. It'll be worth your while.
It'll be good.
So, like and subscribe, and let's go visit that Brico. Today we're going to visit a large bricolage. It's basically a home improvement store. Bricolage comes from the French word bricoler, which means to tinker. It has come to mean, do it yourself or anything like that. And I love the fact that there are so many different businesses in France that are into the whole brico thing, and they have great names like Mr. Brico and Brico Depot and Bricorama and Brico Cash. They're all what you would expect. It's a do-it-yourself store. They, of course, have all the fasteners, the screws and nails and other hardware you could possibly need for any kind of a project. Most bricolage have a pretty good paint selection, and why not? Paint is crazy expensive in France. There are plenty of materials for all of your home renovation projects and all the tools to get it done too. You'll also, of course, find tile and appliances and sinks and all the kind of plumbing supplies you could need. Now, here's one of the things I'm after. It is a vacuum that is sturdy and can be used to collect all the dust and dirt that we're creating. And of course, there's also lumber. We'll be using a bit of lumber here on this project, and of course there are a lot of things we have to think about. The materials that you can use, of course, there's the good old-fashioned plywood, there's regular solid wood, there's OSB, which stands for Oriented Strand Board, there is medium density fiberboard, and you also have some high density fiberboard, often covered with a coating of plastic, melamine or something like that. Well, it's not all glamorous home renovations. This is from the linden tree. Karen's packaging it all up.
2 to Tim's 6. He is definitely the brawn of the operation. It's not always warm in the southern part of France. Here in the southwest, we're east of Figeac, about 20 minutes or so. It can get cold. In fact, the end of November brought us some serious frost and a wee bit of snow. We don't get a lot of snow here, but a storm is brewing up onto the mountaintops here behind me. Way off in the distance there, heading east, are the Cantal Mountains. This is coming from our backyard. We've got a little tiny garden, and this is the back of the house that we're going to be shoring up with the Clay de Tiron we talked about in the last episode. Where we are, we border, we're in Lot, the Department of Lot, and we border Cantal and Aveyron. Those are the Cantal Mountains. It's beautiful here. Ooh, Ollie! I scored. I am foraging to see if I can't make some sort of a pretty wreath for the front of our door. Who knows if it's ever had a wreath on its front door for the holiday. And while we won't be having Christmas inside our house this year, there's no reason why it can't have a little bit of cheer on the outside. Sit. You might know this plant in North America. It's stinging nettle. Pick. That's what they pretty much call it here. And while you'll notice it on bare skin. It'll give you some stings. It has these little hairs along the stem that are really painful. And but it's a great plant to forage. It makes a delicious tea and a fabulous color. And you know, I have found that here I can pick it any time of year. Pick it young, both for tea and for making a tincture or for creating an ink or dye for your fabric.
It's been raining for a few days. This is ordinarily a dry track that we walk along.
So, evaluating where we are. I think on the budget, I think we're doing pretty well. We're being careful about how we spend our money. We're investing in the foundation and the mechanicals. I have no idea if we'll have money left over for a kitchen on the other side of this, but at least for right now, I feel really confident that we're doing the right things, making the right choices, and investing wisely.
I have to agree with you. I think things are moving along as well as we could expect them to.
How's the timeline?
Well, it's moving along. This is one of the things I wanted to talk about is that, end of the year makes you think about things you want to commit to. And I really want to commit to that April 1st deadline. I'm going to working hard.
Moving in.
Yeah. And of course that means a lot of things have to happen. We've talked about this before. It means that we have to have running water, we have to have a toilet, and really, I guess that's it.
Yeah, those are the essentials. The other things we can camp. We can cook outside because the weather will be better.
But to put the bathroom in, we have to have a fosse septique.
Yeah, septic system.
So that's this. I'm working on getting estimates for that. We've been approved to get the fosse septique. We know which system we're going to get, and now we just have to find somebody who's willing to come out and dig the holes for us.
Right.
And in order to do that, we need to have a floor in the house to put in the toilet. So we have to have a floor, which means we have to have the steel put in place, which means we have to pull out the old floor and the wall that's in place.
There's a lot. There's a lot to be done. April 1st is
It's going to be a hard deadline, but we're gonna make a run at it.
We're going to work on that.
Yeah. The other things I want to commit to is I want to commit to putting up more videos. We do
good.
one a week, which is good, but I want to put in a few more every month. Some things that we do. I shot a video when we were mixing the concrete, so maybe some more in-depth videos of how we do things. And I definitely want to do some more videos of you doing some of the wonderful things you do. You ought to see the poached pears she makes.
Okay. I don't think it's time for poached pears, but I can share a little bit about the process I'm going through in restoring the floorboards.
Oh, very good. Yes, next week, let's do that.
Okay.
We'll talk about the floorboards. It's really a great process, and we'll just keep plugging away.
Yeah. Hopefully what we share is beneficial to others who are also partaking in a restoration, or if you're not, just enjoying a little bit of our shenanigans each week.
It will be quite the ride.
Yes.
Yes. So, like, subscribe, click the little bell icon if you're already subscribed. That way you'll know when the new videos come up.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, it's a cool little
Do
YouTube
that.
thing I just learned.
Okay. We're learning.
Professionals.
Oh, what?
And so join us next time on Living a French Life.
À tout à l'heure.
It's a pretty clean morning. I take a walk outside.
Bonjour. Wait. Bonjour. What am I supposed to say?
I'm Karen.
Okay. All right. Bonjour. I'm Karen.
You got to do it again. I was still
What?
laughing. I was still laughing.